Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? I hope we're all good. Ugh. I don't want to hear myself. Ew. So, I'm super excited that you're here today. Hey, Julie, you must be new here. Hey, Charmaine. Hey, Carmen. Hey, Barbara. Hi, Jamie. I have so much cool stuff to share with you today. So much. I know I sound like a broken record because I keep saying that, but you know, art just makes me so happy. And I have so much art to share with you today. I'm going to wait for a couple more people to get on here because, hey, Carmen. Hi, Ann. How are you? So every Tuesday, if you are new here, every Tuesday and Thursday, I do a free class called Pop-In Paint Party. And we usually, sorry, my husband sneezed upstairs and it was loud. Hey, Nancy. We usually do painty techniques featuring my art printables. But today we have something a little different, something I'm so excited to share with you. But let's get all of the housekeeping out before we start that. Okay, so that's Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 o'clock Arizona time. Arizona does not take part in, hey Laura, Arizona does not take part in daylight savings time. So we're the same. We're always the same. Hey, Nancy. On Saturdays, I teach another free class, and it is called Let's Get Artsy Together Apart. That's where we do... Hey, Julie. Oh, my gosh. I'm so excited. I'm so glad you're joining us. You're going to love us. I promise. On Saturdays, we do a art journaling class that... consists of a little bit of an artist study where we study and the art of a different artist each week, and we celebrate that person's style and their life and all of those things, and then we are inspired by that artist and we create in our art journals. We also do a little bit of color theory, a little bit of art history, as you can imagine, and just a whole lot of fun and color, and, you know, we just have ourselves a time. So if you are brand new here, if you would follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Corbiere-Scott Designs, I would greatly appreciate that. And then if you would ask to join our private Facebook group, excuse me, Let's Get Artsy with Corbiere-Scott. One of the questions there is, what is your email? If you would give me your email, that would be great, because every Friday I send an email with like the artsy happenings in the world of Corbiere-Scott Designs. And we have kind of a lot going on these days. So, oh, one more thing. I'm also teaching, hey Deb Fredette, you'll want to know about this. I am teaching an online class. I've taught this class for years. Let's Get Artsy with Our Bibles. I am teaching it online on November 14th from 10 to noon on a private Facebook page. I will create a private Facebook page that is just for people who pay to participate in this class. And that's, you can sign up for this class through my website, Corbiere-ScottDesigns.com. And this is how I envision it. Each month, I'm going to create a page of art. This is the page that we are going to create this month. I will give you a printout, and that printout will be much like my art printables. It will be a full page of art. It'll be line drawings and some different lettering that I'll do for you, and then we will create together during the class. So if you are interested, please sign up on my website. It is only $20, and Corbiere-Scott under featured classes. So without further ado, I am so lucky to know Charmaine. Charmaine created a whole bunch of stuff with my art printables. And then she kind of, the powers that be at Unity saw my stuff, and they asked if I would design for them. So today is the day. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So I created 2 stamp sets for them, and I have more coming out. Funky Flowers and Let's Get Merry. These are both slimline red rubber stamp background stamps. And so I'll take them out so you can see what I created. So here is the slimline, right? And 2 sentiments that I got to hand letter. So one says, let's see. It's so weird because you do this stuff like so long ago, and then when it's time for it to all come into fruition, you kind of forget what you did, which is crazy. Okay, these are the 2. Nope, that's the wrong one. It is, here we go. Make Today Amazing and Thinking of You. And I am forever grateful to Miss Charmaine, that's for sure. And she designs for me now. I'm so excited. Gosh, my world is just amazing. Okay, and then this one is called Let's Get Merry. So it is similar to my Carmen art printable, but this time the entire page is filled with 1 poinsettia, and the 2 sentiments are Let's Get Merry and Merry Christmas, and here's what they look like. So I thought today, and ditto Charmaine, I love all your stuff too. It works out well that way, doesn't it? I would so, I just love art, and it just makes me so excited and happy, and sorry, needed a drink, talking too much. And I love hanging out with people who love it as much as me. And the cool thing is I put the links in the beginning of this video because they go on sale today. The launch party, this class is from 2 to 3, and the launch party is 5:30 Central Time, which I believe is 3:30 Arizona time. So right after my class, go to, I tried to invite as many people as possible, but find Unity Stamps, and Charmaine, can you tell them the name of the Facebook group that the launch party is going to be at today? I don't remember the exact wording. Hi, Gretchen. So I'm just going to start painting with my Corrine markers today on my new stamps. I'm so excited. I can hardly stand it. Okay, so I printed both of these out on watercolor paper. So the Funky Flowers, I printed out on heavy watercolor stock. The poinsettia, I printed out on Northwoods. Unity Show and Tell. There you go. Go to Unity Show and Tell today. And I promise Whit and Ash are going to show you the best time. You'll have... they're just delightful. They're just delightful. So anyway, I thought it would be kind of fun to play around with 2 different kinds of watercolor paper and these Corbiere markers, because I'm still kind of getting used to them. I'm still kind of building my sweet spot with them. So here we go. So I have, I think this is the pale violet. So I'm gonna take pale violet, and remember the other day I was showing you're just gonna add just a little bit of color, and then you're gonna take a brush and you're gonna move that with water. So I'm going to come in and just pull. Look at that, it's not moving. It is not moving on watercolor paper, on this thick watercolor paper. Interesting. So let's play with this one. All right, so let's see. We have, can you imagine my glee, Kim, when I found out they wanted me to design for them? I mean, seriously. I was over the moon, and continue to be. Okay. So, let's see, what colors do we have? Orange, red, and red. Thank you so much, Kim. I am telling you, it is a good time to be Anne Corbiere-Scott. That's for sure. Okay, so I should have, you know what? I had these little samples of okay, so I am using, see, that is not moving on this cardstock. So, or this watercolor paper, that's good to know. And I should have played with my little strip that I had. So I am using, they're called Karin. They're spelled Karin. They are watercolor ink. The cool thing about them is that they, oh, hey Whitney, she's the one who like made it all happen. I'm telling you, I know. I'm so grateful to Charmaine. You're right. You are right. I sing her praises. That's for ding dang sure. So you know what? I'm gonna try this way over here. Yep, perfect. Okay, so what do you think about a blue poinsettia? I'm thinking that might be kind of fun and cool. So do you remember the other day we tried out, that one is Cool Aqua. This one is the Arctic Blue. This one is turquoise. And this one is Sapphire Blue. But I thought we had something, oh, here it is. The Ocean Teal. I thought that was kind of similar to the turquoise. So, oh my gosh, I'm telling you, I am over the moon. I am seriously, my cup runneth over. Okay, so I'm going to start with the, what is that? Cool aqua. So I'm gonna start painting and then you can, oh, thank you so much. Zendaya, is that correct? Is that the correct pronunciation, Zendaya? So I'm gonna start here. I just think that if they're kind of icy, like that's kind of a fun look, right? So I'm wetting my brush and then just moving that blue around, pulling it out. Hi, Kathy, how are you? And then, I mean, the cool thing about these is like most watercolor, like water soluble, is it Zendaya? No, it's not. Yeah, Zendaya? Oh, please tell me I didn't just butcher your name. Your card today, holy smokes, it's beautiful. So I'm just gonna continue to build little bits of color. Hi, Carrie, how are ya? Hi, Aurora. So I'm just adding color right down into the places where Zendaya. Okay. Yeah, can I tell you, I have to tell people, that's funny wit. Can I tell you, I have to explain how to pronounce Corbiere all the time. So I tell them C-O-R, core, the letter B, and the word air, A-I-R. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this. So just note, take some artistic license and color whatever you want. So Whitney, can you clarify what time the launch party is today? 5:30 Central Time, is that correct? And if it is 5:30 Central Time, is that 3:30 Arizona time? I think, you know what? Stinking daylight saving time. Get myself all mixed up all the time. 5:30. Okay, we're the same. So, Zendaya, are you in California? I know, I did set my thing to get the reminder on the on Facebook. It's embarrassing. If you looked at my Google history, you would see what time is it in Minnesota? What time is it in California? What time is it? It's terrible. So I will tell you, the beauty of these pens is that you can just continue to build color, and you know, I love me some color. And I just, seriously, when I got this package from Whitney, I literally sat down and cried. To see my artwork in red rubber, seriously. Do you have all of them, Zendaya? The attention to detail from Unity is second to none. Their packaging, fabulous. Their font, shut up. I love that font. I'm kind of a font snob, and theirs is fabulous. You have the whole set? I don't have all of them. I think I have 24 right now. But I'm just gonna tell you, I'm well on my way. I am just, hi Lucy. I am just a sucker for any kind of water-based medium. Although I will tell you, I'm kind of on that Copic road now too. I worked in a store for a little while, and while I was working there, there were all these people that were all about these Copic markers, and I was like, I don't know what's up with that. And then I started to play with them. Well, I started to play with them because I had created some stamps for my local scrapbook store, and it was all funky cactus. And one day, this girl named Susie was in the classroom of that store, and she was coloring my stamps. And can I tell you, that is, as for an artist, that is the most magical moment you can have. It is just the most magical moment. And so I always thought that Copics were kind of like an old lady thing. And then, because, you know, I don't think of myself as an old lady. Whatevs. Anyway, I just looked at her stuff and I asked her if I could take a picture of the markers that she had. Hi, Nadine. And I went out and bought all the ones that she was using. And then I got hooked. So I just like to build with color. So I like to start out light and then go back and build and build and build. So my idea is that I want these to just look kind of icy, wintry, really pretty. Zendaya, I'm telling you, we're gonna have to have a, is it Kareen markers, Zendaya? And where are you getting them that you're able to use a coupon? Hey Rosa, how are you? Look at that. I am loving it. Hey Laura. Okay, now I'm gonna come back in where I started and deepen that a little bit, right? So now I'm gonna start to come down the spines of each petal, but I'm barely touching my brush. Hi Janet Charles. I'm barely touching my brush onto the paper so that, because I just like to slowly build layers. And now I'm doing that thing where I wet my brush and I dry it off on my paint cloth. Bye Charmaine, I'll see you in about an hour or so. And then I just back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. I'm just like barely touching the paper with my paintbrush. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah, Zendaya. Maybe we'll have to have like a Zoom call or something where we can color together. And you can fill me in. Because this is like my third time using them. So just like with any water-based product, medium, I like to just slowly build my layers of color. I feel like you're going to have so much better results, and you'll be so happy with your art if you slowly, you have to slow your roll, but then when you do that, you'll be so much happier with your results. Like, do you see this? Can you see the beauty of this right here? I'm gonna do it right here too. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a line of color. Can everybody see that little bit of a line of color? Right? Now I'm gonna wet my brush, tap it off on my paint cloth, and then I'm just gonna slowly back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it's almost like I'm pushing the color up into the black line. And when I do that, it's just gonna automatically give me some nice dimension. So then I'm gonna come down here, down this spiny part, and here. And I am barely touching the end of my pen to my paper because I just want to slowly build that color, right? And now I'm gonna wet and tap off. So the idea is then you're painting with a damp brush, right? So we're just gonna back, forth, little by little. There, do you see how just that little bit, I just feel like water-based products, water-based mediums are just going to teach you some patience. And the more you take time with them, the more you are going to love the results and be happy, so happy with your artwork. Hi, Varsha. Okay, so now I'm going to do that same thing here where I'm going to just do a line of color, right? And I'm going to come back in with my damp brush, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Hi, Sue. Hey, Deborah. Hi, Janet. Do you see how that's already creating definition between the petals? It's already creating dimension. And you can start to see one petal laying on top of another, on top of another. But by just doing this little bit, this simple act of building color is gonna make a huge difference. And I'm telling you, the beauty of Unity is that because their stamps are of such high quality, it makes the painting part a breeze. So easy, so easy. And I will tell you, when I sent it to them, I can see who's watching. I can see who's watching. Hey, Mary. Hey, Gloria. Okay, here. So anyway, so when I sent my artwork, like when we decided what they wanted and I drew it and I sent it, can I tell you, this is why I cried. Because when I got those stamps in the mail, it looked exactly like how I wanted it to look. It looked exactly how oh my gosh, I'm telling you. Their packaging, like I said, their packaging is brilliant because it tells you exactly what to do and how to stamp with them, but like in a clean, concise way. It's not too overly wordy, not too many, it's not too, there's not too much going on. It's just clean, concise, and their font is super easy to read, and they're stored in these amazing plastic bags. Okay, so here we go, Varsha. So I am painting, I'm painting my Let's Get Merry brand new stamps that debuted today. The link is in the beginning of this video. And I am painting with Corbiere markers. Does that help? I hope. And so far, I've only used one color. I've only used Cool Aqua this entire time, which is so cool, isn't it? So I'm just barely touching. the paper with the tip of the marker. And then I'm coming back with a damp brush, so wet it in your water, tap it off, and then back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. That back, forth painting method is going to bode you so well. Hi, Carol. If you, hi, Sarah. So I should have this here. So people, if you are brand new here, if you would please follow me at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs, I would greatly appreciate it. And also know that I teach free classes Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays right here on my Facebook. Here we go. And I'm teaching a Bible journaling class on November 14th. That one will be for purchase. And you can sign up for that on my website, and Corbiere-Scott-Designs.com. Hi, Maddie. How are you? Good, I hope. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to just be sharing these with the world. It's just the coolest. Okay. So now let's do... you know what? Another cool thing that I've just noticed about these is that their dry time is pretty quick. Like, I am able to move around my art piece and it's dry by the time I get to another spot. I am using Corbiere markers, which are it holds watercolor ink. And what I find particularly cool, number one, if you've used zig markers where you can move color easily, this is an easy transition. The thing that I've noticed is that the Corbiere markers are super vibrant. The colors are super vibrant and they're quite juicy. And so you just need a little bit of color. Like, I have never colored with them straight. I've always blended it out with water. So with each one of these petals, if you see, so I put a line of color here and here and here. And now I am painting each one of these little segments. I don't know I'm sure there's some kind of a technical name for that. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Thank you so much. If you take a moment and color each one of these segments, whoa, that's wet, as its own kind of image. It doesn't take long, I promise. So I'm gonna wet my brush again and then tap it off so it's just damp. And then I'm gonna come down the spine and then go across. Go across that main spine there and then come down. And when it starts to feel like stuff's not moving, get some more water on that brush. But then tap it off. You don't want it drippy wet, you just want it damp. I also like to, I like to enhance my watercolored images with colored pencils. And one of the lessons, hey Marcy, one of the lessons that we learned last week, in Saturday's class, was to create your dimension and your highlights with opposites on the color wheel. I'm kind of all about the color wheel, and I promise you will be too. And your art will explode with just basic color theory. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Nancy, are you still here? I feel like I need to go to... Okay, nope. If you, Gretchen, these stamp designs are, I drew especially for Unity, and the link for both of these stamps is at the beginning of this video. If you, and then there's also a, hi Pam. Nance, if you could help me with time, I would greatly appreciate it. If you, right after this, there is a Unity show and tell launch party on Facebook. I will try to find the... That's so funny, Deborah. I will try to find the link, but I think Sandaya might have just did it. Unity Stamp Company is the name of the manufacturer. Another super cool thing about these is that they are made in the United States. So, and their quality control is amazing. And I think because they're made in the United States, shipping isn't an issue. Not that I'm not open to, you know, I have ordered some stuff from Spain just because I liked it and it was cute and it was washi tape. So it's not that I am opposed to getting things from far-flung friends across the sea, that's for sure. But both of these stamps are going to be debuted on the Unity, what's the name, Sandaya? The Unity, I should have written it down so I would remember. The Unity Show and Tell. This is their big sale of the year, and it's called Brown Thursday. So both of these are brand new from them. Hi, Norma. So again, if you're brand new here, if you would follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Corbiere-Scott Designs. I have a small but mighty team. We create like nobody's business. If you, I already have some, thanks, Sandaya. I already have a couple of samples up on my Instagram from my team if you want to check them out. I'm such a lucky duck because Charmaine, I love her. She creates for me like nobody's business. Anyway, if you could follow me there and then ask to join our private Facebook group. It's called Let's Get Artsy with Ann Corbiere-Scott. It's through my Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook page. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, so now I'm feeling like it's time to maybe, what if we start to introduce a little bit, I think this is the turquoise. Hi, Janine. Stop, look how pretty that is. Okay, because that's quite wet, I'm gonna clean my brush and tap it off quite a few times because I, like I said, I really want to make sure that I'm just little by little. Thanks, Cindy. Little by little, I am building that dimension and Look at that. Stop it. Hey, Marilyn. So please go to Unity's website. Unity's. Oh, Alice, where in Indiana are you from? I have a friend that owns a store in Jasper. Are you anywhere near that? Go to, so like I said, be sure to hop over to the Unity Show and Tell Facebook group, because that is where it is going to be hopping today with all kinds of new cool art. It's their biggest sale of the year. They have so many cool things. Like, they have not just stamps, but they have some pattern paper pads, and oh my gosh, you know, all the stuff that we love, right? We all just love to create and oh, cool, Alice. That's cool. I'm a Midwest girl too. I am from Michigan. Hi, Lynn. How are you? So I am telling you, I am finding that, thanks, Sandaya. Sandaya, now I just need to pick your brain about these markers because I am hooked. Yeah, they've got paper, they've got all kinds of things. All kinds of things for us card builders, right? So, so like I said, I started with Cool Aqua, and now I'm coming in with Turquoise. And then Rhode Island. Oh, hi, Rhode Island. How are ya? I like to come in with a damp brush, and then I like to get rid of the edge. If there's an edge with my painting, I like to just come in and kind of do a circle, jiggy-jaggy blend. Do you see what I'm saying? And then you're gonna have this beautiful gradation of color. And you will be so happy because you want it to be seamless and pretty. And I'm noticing that you don't need much. So these markers are gonna last forever. Unless you find favorite colors, which I already have. Olive green. And I'm kind of digging these blues. So how about, look, today is Thursday. How about, I haven't even gotten to paint on my other stamp set. So this is Let's Get Merry, and this is Funky Flowers. So this one I stamped on a really rough textured paper. This paper is my favorite, Sandaya, and this one is called Northwoods. And I have a pack right here so I can show you the packaging. And it is watercolor paper, but it's like probably between 80 and 90 pound. So the cool thing is that I can run it through my laser printer. I can run it through my my inkjet, and it comes out perfectly. It doesn't jam, nothing. If you are going, my one word of advice is that if you are going to paint on whatever you print or whatever you stamp, make sure that you use an ink that won't move, right? Or laser print it, or inkjet and then heat set it somehow. Heat set it with an iron or your heat gun. Sometimes I will heat set it and then let it sit for 24 hours just to be on the safe side. I am just really loving Northwoods. I can't, my local store can barely keep it in stock because, you know, you know how we are. If you find something that you love, you got to tell all your friends, and then there's a big run on it, especially during the weird COVID, you know? We're all home and we want stuff like if the mood hits us, right? So let's see. Thanks, Nance. So I'm just going to pull some more of that deeper turquoise out. And the, oh, well, I will totally be checking that out too. You know, I can't deny myself any artsy cuteness, Zendaya. That's for sure. I'm feeling like I want to introduce some, I know. You can't deny yourself any, you know. A good art supply is worth everything, isn't it? Hi, Lori Martin. How are you? So like I said, be sure to, I'll be there. Be sure to check out the Unity launch party. I'll get myself a nice Diet Coke and some snacks because nobody can hear me crunch if I'm watching it on my on my iPad. Right? I'm just really, so here I'm going to do that back, forth. And you see how that, I'm just letting that just blend out over all of the petals, and then we can come back and work on that from the other side. And that will, that's how all that dimension just kind of happens. And you kind of want it to have some lights and some darks and, you know. I'm thinking they have this amazing gold color that's kind of goldenrod-ish. So I'm thinking I'm going to paint these, the little stamen or berries, or I don't know, what are these called in the center of a poinsettia. But I'm going to wet my brush. I'm going to come back. Look at that. So pretty. So I'm going to let those dry a little bit, and then I'm going to come back in with, not orange red, amber. And I'm just going to barely touch it with some amber, and then that's going to do the same idea. Just going to build dimension like we did here. You know what I'm saying? And I painted this like it was all poinsettia. You could paint it like it's poinsettia and leaves. That's the beauty, right? You can do whatever you want. So now I'm gonna see if that's dry enough that I can just add a little bit of the amber to create a little bit of dimension and roundness to these berries. Look, do you see I'm barely, I don't know if you can see that. I'm barely touching my marker. Like I'm just putting dots of color on there. And then I'm gonna come back in with my damp brush again. And I'm just gonna barely move that around. And do you see how that is just gonna, oh my gosh. I just love color because look at the magic that happens. Hey Pat, how are you? the magic that happens when color blends is just second to none to me. I just love it. So now I'm gonna let that dry for a while. How am I doing on time? Do I have like do I have like 10 minutes? I think. So we could fiddle with this a little bit. So since this didn't blend, we could just do straight color. I'm sad that it didn't blend on this paper, but yeah, that's not moving. I wonder if I wet first and then color. Thanks, you guys. You know what? I just kind of get lost in color sometimes, and then, you know. Look at how brilliant that color is on there. I'm telling you. These markers are fabulous. So I'm gonna dig in. What do you think about this idea? Where I could just, you know those, sometimes they sell those rainbow roses? That's what I was just thinking. Like, wouldn't it be cool to just paint these, to paint this flower like that. Because my style is quite sketchy, there's always some kind of like a little skinny area to color, and there's all these segments, so we can fiddle around, right, with different colors. Oh, here. That's kind of fun. I think that's the fun of color, is that you can just keep, I mean, once you buy a stamp, you can stamp it 50,000 times and paint it 50,000 different ways, right? So you could still, once you color like this, you could, look at my hands, you could still come in and enhance with colored pencils. And so, let's see. I have my Prismas right here, so I could come in with this poppy red and kind of build down here in the corners. Oh my gosh, I can just hardly wait to paint. I'm just gonna tell ya. So look at these leaves. We could do two, so we could color or we can paint, right? So we could color with the colored pencil, and then that leaves that white. Or I have a couple of different, well, I kind of have a lot of greens. I have apple and I have lime green. So let's try lime green over here. See what happens. Hi, Amy. Kind of digging that juxtaposition. That's kind of cool. We could go back to this, because why wouldn't we? Let's see. I can see. So I'm gonna do the wet my brush, tap it off. So we've got a damp brush, and now we're gonna come up here and soften that edge. Do you see the edge of the blue right there? We're gonna soften that. Thanks, Nance. Soften that edge so that we get a nice gradation of color. And you know what? One of the coolest things about water base is that no matter how long it has set, if you see something that needs to be softened, you can go back with your damp brush. Hi Sharon, how are you? Good, I hope. You will not believe, it is so dang hot here in Arizona today. It is going to be 98 degrees. Is that insanity or what? I'm telling you, we are ready for some kind of cooling off. It's supposed to get cooler this weekend, but you know. We'll believe it when we say, well, it should probably rain because I went through the car wash today. I hope that everybody joins me over at the Unity Show and Tell Brown Thursday sale and event in just like a half an hour. But I hope you will also be sure to follow me at Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube so we can keep making art together. Let's see. My Bible journaling class, like I said, is November 14th from noon to 12. And we're going to be creating this lovely Indian corn in our Bible. I'm just all about art. And then I also teach 2 classes. This is number 1, and this is every Tuesday and Thursday. I do a pop-in paint party right here on my Facebook group, and it's free. The Bible journaling is for purchase, but this class is for free every single Tuesday and Thursday. And then on Saturdays, we do an artist study, and then we are inspired by that artist, and we do some art journaling. It's so much more than that, but I feel like I'm running out of time. So be sure to follow me here because we have so much artsy fun. I'm telling you right now. And we have the most amazing, supportive, creative community. I can hardly wait for you to join it. I'm gonna say goodbye and thank you. Thank you so much for, if you didn't know who I was, you took a chance and you came to see me today. And if you didn't, if you have a moment on a Saturday, come and join us. It's only an hour. It's only an hour on Saturdays, an hour on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we just make art together. I adore you all. I'm so grateful for every single one of you for joining me. Hey, Aunt Mer. I'll see you over at the Unity launch party in just like a half an hour. Just enough time to go get an icy cold Diet Coke. Thank you all so very much, and I will see you. Well, join me later tonight. Well, in a half an hour. And then be sure to stop by on Saturday. We have ourselves quite a time. And follow me on Instagram and Facebook because then I will put more information about what's happening on those during those events. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in a half an hour. Bye.